can imagine if the sound and audio do not work correctly, it could be big, big problems. Um, Charles asked me a question that I'll tackle real quick. My opinion on the Eastman counting system versus American. I've only ever used American, so I honestly don't have an opinion on it at all. Unfortunately, I wish I had a yeah, better answer for you. Well, the commercials, the sound works pretty well. Okay, it looks like we're up and running, which is great. Okay, a bit shorter of a lesson today just because what I have to teach you is pretty short. It's just like a simple tip. You can think of it, you used to do the series called Tuesday Tips for a while where it was like one simple tip that's basically, has a lesson based around it, which is what we're doing today. So it might be a 10-minute lesson at the most, I would think. But the live stream, I'll stick around for maybe another 10, 20 minutes. Maybe we'll go until the middle of the hour. We usually go to the whole hour, but like I said, not as much to cover today. Just kind of, I like to experiment around a little bit with the lesson sizes. I've been putting out, me and my editor rather, have been putting out some larger ones recently, and I kind of want to just put out a shorter one, see how that does. Okay, we're gonna start here in just a second. Let me just say hello to some people. We got Charles here. Welcome. We got Denissa. I believe you are both new or on the newer side. Welcome. Glad to have you with us. We got Brunix. Welcome. Glad to have you. We got Miriam, of course. We got Mahish back again. Looks like you are a regular now, Mahish. Brofist. And we got Marcel back again. Though I just realized it says Marcel. I'm going to call you Marcel, though. We got Daniela. Welcome. Watching you from the eternal city of Rome. Fantastic. Watching from London. Awesome. All right, friends of the fine arts. Hello, welcome. We got Paul here. Welcome. And then we got Greg Wiles back once again. Okay, let me do this. Let me just kind of... Oh, I need to get the Facebook stream started. I need to fix that sound as well. Should be easy. All right, so give me like 15 seconds. Hello, Steven. Hello, Sally Ann. Give me about 15 seconds. I'll get the Facebook stream started, and then we'll do the intro, and then right on to the lesson. Hello, students. Your piano teacher, Tim, here. Welcome back to our classroom piano lessons on the web, which is all about learning piano and music. So make sure you like our page if you're watching us on Facebook. Make sure that you're subscribed. You have all notifications turned on. If you're watching on YouTube, because we have new lessons coming out all the time, don't want to miss a beat. So today I'm going to show you a simple trick for reading music. It's very, very simple, but it's something that if you practice every day is going to help you out. So let me get my notes up here really quick. It should take a few seconds here. Okay, we're good. I'm going to do a formal intro, and then we're going to roll right on into, make sure everything's on and working, roll right on into the lesson. So here we go. There's a simple thing I want you to practice every single day that's going to help you get a lot better at reading music. Your piano teacher, Tim, here. I'm going to show you what this is all about. But before we do that, make sure that you are subscribed. You have all notifications turned on by hitting that bell because we have new lessons coming out all the time and you don't want to miss a beat. All right, on with the lesson. Okay, so this is a very, very simple thing. First thing I want you to do is start on C. Now, to know this and to get the most out of this, you want to first know the layout of the keyboard. You also want to know the basics of how to read music. I'm going to include a link for you in the description for how to read music. But if you don't know, the musical alphabet goes from A to G and then repeats over and over and over again. That the note right here before these two black keys is C. So you can count forward and backward to the alphabet to figure those out from there. So, after C is D, E, F, G, and then repeats from A, B, C. C is always going to be in the same spot. Same thing with D. So all these notes will always be in the same spot no matter what. There are obviously many octaves to where they occur, but for example, like D is always in the middle of the group of 2 black keys no matter what. All right, now onto our strategy here. You're going to start with C, and then what I want you to do is practice skipping up over every other note. So by skipping, you're just skipping one note, hitting the next. So that's E. You want to say them out loud as you go. G, and then keep going. B, D, F, and continue until you reach the top of the keyboard. A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A, C. And you want to get as fast as you can with that. It'll take you some practice, but I can do it pretty fast. C, E, G, B, D, F, A. C, E, G, B, D, F, A. Well, wait a second. Isn't that, don't you hear a pattern there? C, E, G, B, D, F, A. C, E, G, B, D, F, A. So it's literally C, E, G, B, D, F, A. C, E, G, B, D, F, A. So get that pattern down in your mind and then practice it, playing it up on the piano. But that's not all. I also want you to go backwards. So you can either start from the top of the piano, the C, all the way up here. You actually can't see it in the view I have, but start from, say, middle C. And then you want to go backwards, which is going to be probably the trickier part. You want to go C, A, F, D, B, G, E, C. And then keep going, A, F, D, B. And then you run out of notes all the way down there. So practice it going forwards and backwards. You know, C, E, G, B, D, F, A, F, D, B, G, E, C. As you can see, it's even a little bit trickier for me to go up and down the keyboard, and I am going to explain how this is going to help you actually read music here in just a second. But before that, I want you to continue practicing this pattern, but I want you to start practicing it. Once you get it started from C, up and down, you then want to just start on different notes going up and down. So I'll just start on D instead, the next note up. D, F, A, C, E, G, B. D, F, A, C, E, G, B. You can see that it's the same pattern. I'm just starting on a different note now. So now maybe just start on the next note up. E, G, B, D, F, A, C. E, G, B, D, F, A, C. And then come back down. A, F, D, B, G, E, C. A, F, D, B, G, E, C. And the better and faster you can get at that, the better. And then the last thing I want you to practice with this, after you've done it going up and down from C, starting on different notes, up and down, backwards and forwards, then the last thing I want you to do is I want you to practice this by memory without looking at the piano at all. I want you to go, all right, so what's the pattern? C, E, G, B, D, F, A. C, E, G, B, D, F, A. Now I'm going to go backwards. I really need to use my brain for this. A, F, D, B, G, E, C. A, F, D, B, G, E, C. So that has a pattern with it going back the other way. You want to know it both looking at the piano and not looking at the piano. Now let me tie this all together and let me show you actually how this is going to help you read music. All right. Make sure everything's good here first. Hey, Jeremy's back. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat, Jeremy. I was wondering where you were at, but glad that you are back. All right. Same thing with Rich. Where's Rich been at? Rich, where are you at? Where you at, bruh? Is he here? No, he's not here. He must be enjoying the day with his wife. Let's see here. All right, just looking over my notes, make sure I don't skip anything. All right, let me show you exactly how this is going to help you now. Okay, like I mentioned in the beginning of the lesson, you want to figure out how to read music first. I'm actually going to include a link to a playlist here at the end of the lesson, which will teach you this. So you can watch it either way. You can learn how to read music first, or kind of just take my word for it and then learn how to read music right after this, but it really helps to know how. Okay, so this is middle C. This is where middle C is on the treble clef, right? And you see how the staff is made up of lines or spaces, and obviously depending on which line or space a note falls under, tells you what note to play and where on the keyboard to play that note. Now we have C here. Now the thing is that every time you go up a line, every time you have a note up on the next line, you are skipping, just like we did on the keyboard here. So you have C, next line's E, G, B, D, F. So if you're like trying to figure out, say we even have one more line up here, and you're like, well, what note is that? Well, what you can do is you can use our little skipping technique to go, okay, that's C, E, G, B, D, F, A, right? Since we've been saying it over and over again. So therefore, that note all the way up there is A. So if you're not familiar with your ledger lines, which are the lines you add when you go up or down off the staff, you can use that skipping technique to much faster figure out what those notes are. Let's do one that's like really high up, and I'll show you even further how this is going to help you. Okay, now we have a note that is way up here. Now, if you did what I instructed and learned how to read music, or you probably already know some of it already, you might know that that top line is F. And if you don't know that, you can count all the way down from C, C, E, G, B, D, F. See how that checks out? So that's F right there. And then, hey, all you have to do is keep skipping from F to figure out what this note is up here. So let's try it. So hopefully, like I said, you want to practice doing the skipping from these different notes. And here's why. So now we're starting from F, right? And this F specifically is up here. So doing the skipping pattern from F, remember it's F, A, C, E, G, B, D. So let's figure it out from there. So here's F. Next line must be A. What's after that? C, E. Therefore, this ledger line up here must be G. F, A, C, E, G. And then if you had one here, this would be B. If you had one here, this would be D. Just knowing what that pattern is. Now say you have a ledger line way, way down off the staff. Well, this is where counting backwards comes in. Because if you remember in the beginning, or just a few minutes ago, I said that this was middle C right here. Well, all you got to do is count it backwards. So this is why I told you to count it backwards. C, you can use the piano for this one if you want. C, next one's A, F, D, B, and that was the pattern. So C, A, F, D. So C, A, F, D. Therefore, this note must be B. So we pretty quickly figured out that that was B down there. And like I said, when you have it memorized, you can go all the way up really fast. You know, C, A, F, B, D. I could count down there really, really fast if I practice what I told you in the beginning of the lesson every single day. Now let's do a couple of left hand examples or bass clef examples. It works the exact same way. So say we have, that's not what I meant to do. So say we have this G right here. So again, helps to know how to read music on the staff. So what note would this be? If this one's G on that line, what would that note be? Well, all you got to do is you find G. The G we're looking for is actually all the way down here, but you can, if you want, just start from the middle of the keyboard. The pattern would be the same. So G, and then you skip down to E, right? So that note would be E right there. So you can use that to figure out even the ledger lines that are not way off the staff. Let's put a note here. What note would this be? Let me make sure you can see it here. Okay, so you got G here, then E, if you remember the pattern, C, before C in the pattern, A, and then F. So F, A, C, E, G. You can actually reverse engineer it if you want, just to make sure that you are getting back up to G when you get to that top line. So it works the same even when it's up off the staff. Let me do an example with a note that's like on a space. So you can have ledger lines as well for spaces. It's just that the lines will be above or below whatever note that is. And so that one's on a space. So this time what we're doing is instead of counting down from this bottom line, which will be right here, we're actually going to count down from this bottom space. So this note here is A, right there. So all you got to do is count down. We got to count down. So here's A, and then let's see, F would be here. Next one's D, and therefore this note must be B. But again, if you have it memorized, you can just go A, F, D, B, and then you can find that note right away. So it works the same. Lines or spaces, you just got to make sure that if the ledger line is on a line, then you're going to be counting from a line somewhere. And then if it's on a space, you're going to be counting from a space somewhere. Don't start counting the opposites. That will just confuse you. I think that's really the like all of it, I think. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter lesson today. It's still going to end up being like a 10-minute, 15-minute lesson, which is surprising. At least I think that's what it'll edit out to be. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a little bit of an outro. So if you're new to the live stream here, this part is just for the like edited version of the lesson. If you don't know, we meet Fridays, Sundays of live, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then what happens is the next week on Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m.-ish, the edited version of those lessons are going to come out. So all the fluff is going to be cut out. There's going to be like little graphics that appear, things that reinforce what I'm saying. But if you've been following me for a while, you probably get that pattern already. Just want to throw that out there. So let me do a little outro here. I'm not ending the live stream yet, so no need to go anywhere. And then I'll be taking maybe some questions you have about this particular topic. All right, let me get a drink first. The lights are heating up. These lights are a lot hotter than they look. Okay. If you really, really want to learn how to read music well, you need to check out this playlist right here. It will take you basically from the beginnings all the way to the more advanced techniques. So this has been your piano teacher, Tim, here. Thanks for coming by today, and I'll see you, yes you, in the next lesson. All right. Still here. Fanny, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Okay. I'm trying to figure out whether... Okay, Marcel wants to be called Marcel. Perfect. Mahi says, yeah, bro fist. All right. First time, love your lessons, Tim, and my new Yamaha P515. I don't think I've played on that one specifically, but it is a good one for sure. Nice to be able to participate today, says Fanny. Yep, thank you for coming, Fanny. Glad to have you back with us. And thank you again for the super chat. Same thing with Jeremy. Much appreciated. Charles Smith says he played that little riff from Everybody Hates Ned. I actually don't know what that is. And I know a lot of obscure, weird stuff. Brother Jackie, welcome. I will make music to be my passion, I promise. Well, great. That's good to hear. Being passionate about it really... Sorry, allergies are kicking in. Really, really does help. Sarah says, I definitely need some help with this. Okay. Let me know if you have a specific question on that. If not, if you really are new to reading music, I did a lesson very recently on the topic, which was like something like everything. I don't know. I'll find it for you. Here it is. It's called Everything Piano Players Need to Know About Reading Music, except this little trick I gave you today. So if you need to catch up on reading music, check out this lesson right here. Hey Tim, you're fantastic. Thank you very much, Project Unicorn. I like that name. It almost makes me want to say Project Unicorn, but not quite. Ba, ba, ba. Daniela, I still have labels, but I've started. Let me find Daniela's comment here. Where are you, Daniela? Here it is. Watching you from the Eternal City. Okay, I saw that one. Here it is. I put my labels on my piano keys. Did I do wrong? It's okay to have your labels on your piano keys at first. I would remove them after about week 3, maybe the first month or so, and then really, really learn where they are. I actually recommend don't using them at all, but if you have them, not a big deal. You just want to wean yourself off of them as quickly as possible. But not a big deal if you've had them for a while. Just start to, maybe even just start by taking like a couple of them off. Like, so say you have like the entire keyboard labeled, what the notes are. Then say take all the C's off, right? So you should know where C's are. Like, so maybe do that for a week or a few days. And then take all the E's off maybe. Right? So then you're slowly introducing them to you one at a time. Sorry, bad connection where I am. No problem, Jeremy. Tim, you're welcome. You are one of the greatest teachers. Thank you. You're very welcome, Jeremy. Thank you for being a student of ours. And that goes for everybody as well that, has been attending for a while. Really appreciate it. Okay. And same thing with Fanny. Fanny's been here a while. We actually have a lot of... Same thing with Marcel. Marcel's been here a while, too. Oh, but yeah. Sorry, everybody. I'm a little bit tired today, but we're doing pretty good. I'm always tired at the end of the week because I go to the gym like the rest of the week. So by Friday, I'm like dead. Let's see here. I just learned to count 30-second notes. It's been a good day. Well, that's great. They are not super easy to count. For extra inspiration, check out Derek Paravinci on YouTube. A severely disabled, blind, and autistic piano virtuoso. Wow. Okay. I'll have to check that out. The Simpsons, everybody hates Ned Flanders. Oh, okay. I actually have not seen... Is that a specific... That's a specific episode, right? Doing great, Tim. Thank you, and you. I'm doing very well, Fanny. Like I said, a little tired today, but other than that, doing pretty well. I just need to probably just get a little bit more rest here now that the weekend's coming up. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys about something. So, glad I remembered. Okie dokie. Yeah. So if you're a fan of my YouTube channel, you're digging the live streams, you're learning a lot from the videos, then I definitely want you to check out my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. Sorry, I hit the keyboard there. And the reason is that I have over 20 courses designed to help you learn a lot more about piano, music theory, ear training, pretty much anything I thought that you would need to be a well-rounded musician. Now, the big draw to these courses versus the YouTube videos is the YouTube videos, I'll like cover a topic once in one video, and then the next video is usually like a different topic altogether, and then I might, or I usually don't, but I might give you like one little thing to practice. Well, these courses, you'll be learning a topic introduced in a video, and then you're going to get like assignments, worksheets, notes, real sheet music to play that are all around that topic. So you're not just learning the topic and then moving on to something else right away. You're learning the topics, first of all, in a structured way, all organized into each course, but you're also having the opportunity to not just learn each topic, but practice and master them as well, which is super, super important when learning music, which is, like I said, the big reason you should sign up for these courses versus just following the YouTube channel. Now, of course, if you want to just follow the YouTube channel, that's perfectly fine. And then let me see here. These are great for beginners. So if you have just found out about me, or maybe you want a really good review of the basic topics you need to get better, there are courses here for you. And then if you have some experience already, maybe you're an intermediate or advanced and you're looking to advance your skills even further, I have courses also for you. Contact me anytime with any questions you might have, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And you can feel free to read any of the other features of my courses. I especially want to bring this up right now because the fall sale, which was originally supposed to end yesterday, I've extended it just a few more days until October 14th, just to give, maybe some students just a last chance here to get in on the fall sale. Now, you can purchase courses individually by going to the Buy Courses tab at the top here, or what you can do is you can buy them in course packs. So you can say the beginner's course pack includes 4 courses. Courses are normally $29.99 a piece. This is 4 courses for $39.99. Quite a deal. But not only are you going to get a better deal with the packs, but they're all organized based on what level you're probably at. And you can always ask me any questions you might have on where you might want to begin. But, the beginner's pack is those who are just starting out. You need that solid foundation, like I mentioned. And so these are the 4 courses included. And on each course, if you want to learn more about it, you just click on it. It takes you to the course description page. Obviously, once you sign up, you'll be able to enter the course there. And the course description page will basically say what you're going to be covering in the course or what you're going to be able to do. Pretty important. What you need to know ahead of time. So obviously these beginner ones, you don't really need to know anything. And what pieces you're going to be able to play and how long in general, how long it's going to take you to finish the course. And here are, down here are basically where you can purchase the course either individually or part of the beginner's pack or the all course access, which is obviously the best deal on the website, includes all 23 courses. So if I go back here and we take a look at, say the intermediate pack here, obviously it costs a bit more, but there's 9 courses included instead of just 4. Same thing with the advanced packs. Same thing again, you click on it and then you can, browse the courses that are included here if you want to learn more about those. I also want to mention that there's a satisfaction guarantee. So if you decide for whatever reason that the courses aren't for you, or something comes up within that 30 days and you're like, I just don't have time to practice at all and I can't do it, then you just email me, simple as that, and I'll give you a full refund. Although I do recommend if you do request a refund, do it through the Contact Me page, either this form here or emailing me at tim@lessonsontheweb.com is probably the best way to get in contact with me for that. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you is during checkout, so let me just add this to my cart, click checkout like you would with any other website. What I want you to do, or here's a little thank you for coming by today and being a part of our live stream, is if you use code YouTube during checkout, you're going to get an additional 15% off. So on sale, it's $109.99. You're going to get $16.50 off or so. So you can get a nice double discount for coming by today. So remember to go to pianolessonsontheweb.com. Sale ends on the 14th. And yeah, it's a great way to invest in your own music education and the channel itself, because without the support of people that have signed up through the website, we wouldn't be still here going nearly as strong as we are today. So check that out. All right, back again. You're a fan of Sir Elton. Oh, Elton John. I love his piano skills. Yes, he is quite talented for sure. I don't listen to his music, very often. It's not something that I have like in my playlist, but I do admit he's very, very talented. Very, very. Same thing with Billy Joel. Like I like Billy Joel's music. It's not something I listen to on a regular basis. Okay, Tim, do you have anything to tell us about the Taubman effect? Taubman method? No. I've suffered a lot of tendonitis and Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that. I wish I did. Taubman method is supposed to cure you from tendonitis. Oh, and help to prevent it from developing. All right, well, I have no clue. If you learn more about this, let me know. I would like to learn more about it. Of course, I can read up on my own, I'm sure. But right now, I do not have Okay, okay. Nice try. Yeah, yeah, time to go. Um, yeah, there we go. All right, nice try there. That was fun. All right. Oh, well, I'll look into that. Yeah, so take a look, everybody, into that. I can't vouch for it one way or the other. I'd imagine it's probably good if it was designed by somebody that really knows about it. I don't have tendonitis, so I really can't tell you. I would be surprised if it could cure you from tendonitis, though. I could see if it could help prevent it, though. Or maybe make the symptoms better, but I would be surprised if it could cure it. That's okay, Jeremy. No problem. Yeah, people know they're supposed to respect the chat. There's just apparently don't join the Greens Party of Australia. I guess I don't know. People are just trolling. I'm still around to get 20 to 30 minutes practice minutes done. The other time I spent on note flight. Great, working with a lead sheet to reinforce theory. Yeah, so I will be reviewing some note reading and music apps pretty soon on the channel. That's actually coming up pretty soon. Let me show you when that is coming. So back to my website. If you click on the community tab, it'll show you what we're talking about and when. So Sunday, I'm going to be talking about all the major scales with the correct fingering. Next Friday is the minor scales. Oh, and then the following Sunday, the 20th, is going to be apps for learning the piano. And then some rhythm lessons to finish out the month. I get it from computer work, overuse, okay, and add piano and other things. Yep, I can imagine, but taking a break usually helps, and longer and away completely. Yeah, probably the symptoms go away completely, but I would imagine that like damage to your hand of the I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm not a doctor, but I would imagine like you can make the symptoms go away, but I imagine they flare up probably faster each time you encounter it. That's what I would think, because I think it's just probably an inflammation problem from too much of doing this, and yeah. So I think I would imagine relaxing would definitely help for sure. Hey, Jeannie, welcome here, Mr. Popo. All right, everybody. Tim, hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thank you, Jeremy. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to end it here. Like I said, a bit shorter of a lesson here today. Not too much to go into in depth. Tomorrow, I have a lesson coming out. It's a beginner's lesson on how to read music. So check that out. That'll be out tomorrow morning my time, so around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, everybody. Yeah, that's all I have for today. Have a great day. So happy to be back with all of you again. Yeah, it's been your piano teacher Tim here. Thank you so much for coming by today, and I'm gonna see you, yes, you, in the next lesson. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. That's okay, Jeremy. All right, thanks, everybody. Tim out. Brofist. All right, see you. Till next time.